For 32, we are given this pair of parametric equations here, and we're asked to eliminate the parameter to express it as a single equation in terms of x and y. So the parameter t is stuck inside a trig identity, and so the way to get inside a trig expression, and the way to get rid of this trig expression is to use this identity here, where we take the sine squared of some angle plus the cosine squared of some angle is equal to 1. So if we can get the square of both, we can get rid of the angle completely, which is our parameter. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to square both sides of these two equations so that we can get our sine squared and cosine squared, which is what we need. So for the first equation, I'm just going to square both sides. So x squared is going to be equal to sine squared of 8t. And for the y equation, I have y squared is going to be equal to 2 squared times cosine squared of 8t. So let's just rewrite this, clean it up a little bit. So I have x squared is equal to sine squared of 8t. And for the y equation, I need to get cosine by itself. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide both sides by 2 squared, which is the same thing as 4. So for here, I get y squared divided by 4 is going to be equal to cosine squared of 8t. And now, once we are here, we're just going to add these two equations. So let's add the left-hand side. The left-hand side, I get x squared plus y squared over 4 is going to be equal to the sum on the right-hand side just gives us sine squared of 8t plus cosine, of 8t plus cosine squared of 8t. And so once we've summed it up, we can see that the right-hand side, it matches up the identity, right? Because we now have the square of the angle plus the cosine, square of sine of the angle plus the cosine squared of that same angle. So through this, we eliminate the parameter by just rewriting this as x squared plus y squared over 4 is equal to 1. And so here, what we can see is that this over here is going to be the equation of an ellipse. So we have eliminated the parameter, and this is an ellipse centered at 0, 0. And then we can see that we have the major and the minor axes, but we're not going to get into that. We just need to kind of know the general equation that this forms. So that's it. We were able to use the trig identity to eliminate the parameter t and get a single equation in terms of x and y.